Hi there and welcome to the Shoo Rayner drawing school. And well, this looks like a rubbish drawing, doesn't it? It is a bit. This is a rough. Okay. At the moment I'm doing all the roughs for Run Like the Wind, which is the first book of my Olympia series. So I wrote this in about December, and trying to find my pens and things. Here we are. I wrote this in about December, and we've edited it, and now I've been excuse me, I've been sent all these. Well, I've actually got sent a PDF of all the stories laid out, and these are called galley proofs, and now it's up to me to start putting in these little pencil sketches to decide, where all the pictures are going to go. So I printed out the PDF, and which is the same size as it will eventually be, and now I'm starting to do all these pencil sketches, which gives my publishers the idea of what it's going to look like and where everything is. And I'm having a real bit of a trouble actually with, because before, let me show you here, I've always kind of drawn characters with eyes like that, circles with dots in, and this has been kind of my trademark actually, and I really like doing that. And the reason why I like doing that is because you can not only put expression into it, but if you put two characters together, you can make them look at each other, and you've got definite kind of interaction between the characters. Now, now these books are slightly aimed at slightly older children than I normally write it to, so I'm trying to make the books look older. And, sorry, that was the phone. There we are. What was I talking about? I was talking about, yes, trying to get the angles of where they're looking. So I kind of feel that this is Olly here. No, this is Tycho, this character here. I feel they're kind of looking at each other, right? And I'm slowly beginning to understand how to do these dot eyes, which are really, really difficult. So so that's one thing I'm working on this. And if I can crack that, I'll be really, really pleased. Because I have a feeling that these dot eyes translate more into other languages, if that makes any kind of sense at all. I kind of feel dot eyes are more internationally acceptable and accepted by other cultures. I don't know if that makes any kind of sense. So, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. So I'm working away with all these drawings. Let me move this across into the camera. Let me see. So I'm just drawing, doing lots of drawings at the moment, and they're not the best drawings in the world. And I'll be doing another. Actually, they're better than I thought. And I'll be doing. So I'll be doing the finished artwork from these, but these are kind of rough sketches to give my publishers the idea how it works. And what I'm going to have is a real problem here, because all the adult athletes, of course, perform naked. So I'm thinking that the adults I will make much more stylised and make them look like they're drawn on Greek pots. And I'm going to have sort of interesting things covering bits which are going to get bleeped out. What else have we got? So let me find, where am I? How far have I got? So there's a bit of a fight going on. There's all sorts of stuff. Let me get to, where have I got? Celebrity Gossip Magazine. Now you see, there is not a Celebrity Gossip Magazine in this. At all. Basically, this is from my old Axel Storm book, and they're using the same basic layout, but we're going to have a page of something on there. We haven't decided what yet, so that's just there to remind me to think of a page of Olympic facts or something like that. I'm not quite sure. So so what I've got here is, so I sort of start with each page completely blank, and I'm kind of thinking, the noise of the crowd was driving Kerberos wild. He was too strong for Chloe. He slipped out of her grasp and shot onto the course like a beast possessed, baying for blood. The dog's mad red eyes were firmly fixed on Olly's backside again. So I'm really thinking I can have Chloe there and the dog here coming towards us. But then we got Fear gripped over on the other side. Fear gripped Olly and twisted his inside. Hermes, save me! He screams. So Olly is actually running. So now I'm thinking that really I should have a kind of a double page spread aiming all the way across there. And if I have Chloe down here and then the dog over here and Olly again going whoa, kind of running. So that's kind of how I would start thinking about it, and I start putting my hands like this together, and I'm kind of thinking, this will be Chloe, and her thumbs are behind her ears, so I have to think thumbs behind ears. So it's going to be a bit like you know that famous painting, The Scream. What's his name? Edvard Munch, isn't it? So. Oh, and I'm putting circles in, you see. I spent so much time not putting circles in, so I'm going to have her going like it's The Scream. And then she has a kind of, oops. See, I'm getting excited and I'm pressing too hard. So she'll be kind of like that. And then Kerberos will be going, Now I give him these kind of circle eyes, and he'll be going like that, something like that. And then I'm thinking that back leg's not kind of quite right, so I have to think about, there's his thigh, and there's his femur, and there's the knee, and then there's the leg like that. So I know that it will kind of curve around, kind of like that. There we are. That looks better, I think. Yeah. And having got that in, that will help me when I'm drawing at the other end, when I'm doing the final drawings. We're going to have whoosh marks going over this way, and then Olly's going to be over here. How are we doing? 5 minutes, okay. And I don't want this one to last forever, this video. I'm trying to think. Now you see, what I found that I ought to do is, let me just rub that out. I found if I start off drawing how I know, by putting the eyes in like that, and his eyebrows are going to be kind of like that, then I know that his eyeballs have got to be kind of there, and that kind of works, and I think that will give me all the clues that I need when I come to do the finished drawings. And I'm going to do a video on how then I do the finished drawings for this as well, so you can follow this on, which will be in the next few weeks. And I think he's going to be going whoa, kind of like that, and he has his tunic on. Oh, I need to know where's the edge of the page coming. So he's going to be kind of like that, and so he's going to be more like that. There we go. And that's kind of all the cues and clues and everything that I'm going to need for my finished drawing. And I hope it's enough for my publishers to understand what I'm going to be doing, what I'm intending to do. Sometimes I think they're very long suffering, but I think it's like any kind of other language. You know, my editor gets to understand what I mean. You know, we've done a few books together now, so she understands what my sketches are. Some people do really, really detailed sketches, and I don't know how they have the time or the patience, because I'm kind of really in the book and I'm excited and I'm wanting to tell the story. And I just want to get on and draw the thing, and then the finished drawing, then I take my time over. So there we go. I hope that's taught you something about the wonderful world of illustration. I hope it hasn't put you off the idea of wanting to be an illustrator. And if you do, it's a great thing to want to be. So there we go. If you've enjoyed that, keep coming back to the Shoo Rayner Drawing channel on YouTube and www.shoo-tube.com, which is my own website where you can see these videos in schools and libraries. And keep drawing, keep practicing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.